Okay, my memory got cut off, so part two. But anyways, as I was stating in the previous video, um, if I could just be that light to somebody that can show love and kindness to somebody out there that feels as if the whole world's, against them, and just to let them know that there's actually people out there in the world that cares for others. And like I said, I'm not bragging on myself by no means. That's just how I feel about things here lately. And there's so many people that's all about drama and strife and family issues and, just stupid stuff. But when it's all said and done, you know, people need to put crap like that aside and realize, life is so short. Life's so short. And there's just so many people out there during this time that's hurting, and looking for some kind of hope to hold on. And I think I've always thought this. I know that whenever I experienced all of these things in my life at a young age and growing up in things that went on during my childhood and a lot of things I didn't understand. Um, but I kept the faith. I had a mom that kept us kids in church, me and my brother, and she was a praying mom, God-fearing, mom. And when I step back and look at all of that stuff that I've been through, and even going on into my adulthood, like early adulthood, and then losing my mom and just having babies and stuff, my two little girls. When I step back and look, I'm like, I was given these cards for a reason, in my life. I was dealt these cards for a reason. And God always knows what's best for us. He always knows what's best for us ahead. And and I think about it sometimes and I'm like, well, God's really given me strength and He's really given me peace. Even at times when I felt that, like, as if I didn't have the peace, God was always behind me, because even during those lowest times of my life, I could feel God. But sometimes it was weird. You can feel Him, but you can't. And if you've ever been in that situation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so, I get to thinking, I was given these cards for a reason. And if I can carry the load that life has weighed on my shoulders and stuff, and if I can continue to go forward and continue to be a light to others and be some type of encouragement, I guarantee you can too. So if the enemy puts doubt and fear in your head or whatever, and just like at times he'll be like, you just need to give up and don't try anymore, and just, don't share, what God's done for you or what have you, because the devil wants all of that cut out. He don't like you to break off all those chains and share to everyone what God's done for you and what God's brought you through. So, I've done several videos about the cards that, you're dealt with and stuff, maybe one or two. But I'm just, sometimes my mind's just blown away, because, like, even then, like, a lot of people my age would be truthfully on drugs, just strung out there. Because when you're encountered with things that, like, I have in the past, all the way up to pretty much the birth, all the way up until my, younger adulthood, until I, like, married and stuff, and then that different phase of my life, all of the stuff that went on and what have you, that could really break a person. And like I said, I've always been one to not really express my feelings to others, and not really show really the things that I'm going through, because whenever I was younger, I encountered a lot, and that's all that I ever knew was negative a lot. Like a lot of times that things that had went on, you know. But yet on the other side, my mom took me to church and I had that hope and peace and strength through God, you know. So I rely on Christ. I rely on God. I rely on my family, my kids and my husband, friends, family, you know. Um, Even, you know, you have to have a song in your heart. And I'm not just talking about like a song that you sing, which I'm a, like, music's my life. You know, every day that I get up, there's at least one or two songs going through my mind, and I sing it, and, you know, what have you. But you have to have a song, and whatever your song is, whatever you're put down here on earth to do, you need to sing that. You know, sing that song, right? You know, do what makes you happy and do what encourages others, because I'm gonna tell you, there's people out there that need a little bit of strand of hope to know that they can get through whatever situation that they have. You know, just like last night, I was watching a video and was just skimming through some people on my, just like, statuses and stuff. I can't remember her name, but she had just lost her husband, like maybe last week or a few days ago, and she was crying and, you know, talking about how he was her soulmate. And there's just so many people out there hurting, and just know that there's a God out there that can mend any broken heart that you have, you know. Even those of you that don't really believe in God, and just know that He's there. And those of you that do believe in God, even when you don't feel Him, just know that He's there.